Okay. New class says PTSD how's its combat performance. A lot of its combat performance is based on piercing enemy protection, which doesn't really do anything in starting dungeons. So I haven't actually gotten to use it and have it perform like super impressively in combat yet either. So far it's been a bit of a lackluster thing. I think we'll get there though. I think I'll go for 2 of these and then probably never get the 3rd one. I should have done it before I started upgrading skills, obviously, but that's fine. Okay, so Guignol's in charge of carrying. We got Duelist Advance, Wicked Slice. On Gurney. Let's make Gurney the Wagglepuss. And Blangy? This guy. This guy needs a name as well. Brickdoll. Do you have a character in the quest yet? Alright. Unholy Slayer, Fingophobia is pretty bad. Unholy Slayer is pretty good though, on the other hand. It's a very awkward occultist. Let's try to make you more usable. Grab Abyssal Artillery, grab Weakening Curse, I think. Vulnerability Hex bypasses stealth, marks target, and de-stealths. Was RoboJumper dismissed yesterday? I believe that you were. You did your best. Carried us through the early dungeons. But maybe we're driven a little bit too far into madness in doing so. Okay, on our Shield Breaker, I think we want Puncture for the pull. We want Serpent Sway. I feel like Impale is probably good. If we get to the front, Captivate Serpent Sway. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, I don't have a great idea what the class does yet. And our Highwaymen, I always feel like Highwaymen, like, sort of all their abilities do the same thing. Grape Shot is a little bit different. They're just a damage class. Let's grab Grape Shot over Tracking Shot in general. It's fine. Let's head out. All praise Sir Wagglepuss for remembering to announce on Discord. Thank you, Sir Wagglepuss. Did I sleep through the hangover? I still feel sort of sick today. I had a lot of scotch, and I process alcohol sort of slowly. So, I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. Small steps, right? Let's go a little bit of extra accuracy on our Crusader. He's starting with a lot of stress, so I'm going to bring stress gain down on him, but I might change who's actually using that at some point. Plus 10% damage melee skills. Yeah, I changed my mind. Let's go more damage. He has 0 dodge. Probably be okay. We want plus speed on our shield breaker. Would like our shield breaker to be moving first. We want minus speed on our highwayman for the same sort of reason. And we want plus healing skills on our occultist. And I'm just gonna leave the last slot empty, I think. Actually put these guys like this. Is this still this forward? Like that. And go get a stun amulet. Check the nomad wagon.
Trinkets and charms
No.
gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
Sure.
Idol, amulet, or lucky charm. The simplest object.
2-day hangover
Talisman
that makes me at
against
least
evil.
47. Huh. I don't think so. Oh, I look weird because I'm not wearing my glasses. Is that why I look weird? SG-2110. You're still here. I don't think you've been on a mission yet. You marauder. Let me preemptively defend us from the sun while I'm thinking about this. I didn't get like that drunk. I was just drinking scotch and, you know, I got a very warm, pleasant scotch drunk and now I feel sick still. That's all. Let's provision. All the food, some shovels, all the torches. Feels like a lot of torches. It is a lot of torches, that's why it feels like a lot of torches. Probably don't need an anti-venom, a couple of bandages, like 2 of these. We're gonna call that good. The Beard on Fire Estate. Let's go get ourselves a stun amulet. Hey, Corehammer, how you doing? Saving up the last of your gift of 10-year age scotch. We had 10 and 12 year.
There is power in symbols. Collect the scattered scraps of faith and give comfort to the masses.
And yeah, it was absolutely delicious. Highly recommend. Scotch is a wonderful thing. First fight of the day. Okay, so we like probably puncture in this fight. Seemed like it might have been okay, right? Let's weaken this fella. Weakening Curse is sort of like a preemptive heal. You can think about it that way. It's not a very effective preemptive heal, but it prevents you from taking a little bit of damage. We got nice dodges. I'm afraid of doing this, but we do have to deal with that stress at some point, I think. Riposte.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Just keep weakening this guy, I think. So the curse sticks around. Yeah. Captivate, puncture, serpent sway. What an odd class. I think we puncture, right? And then we zealous? No.
In Radiance,
Killing them all is the best preemptive heal. Oh yeah, that's 100% true. I don't think that weakening curse is super incredible. It's just like sort of alright. Let's try a serpent sway. How do I use this? I click on myself.
press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay. I felt like the shield breaker was like fine in this fight. Oh my fucking god. No, 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 come on. Okay, good. I thought for a second there that I had managed not to bring anything that de-stealthed enemies. I assumed that we're getting another nasty dream at night. Or when we camp.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Did we give up on no healing? I never did no healing in this campaign. That was just like a one-day experiment sort of thing. And my decision, like, basically I think that it solves some of the problems of the game, but it also isn't a very interesting game anymore, because there's only one strategy. That was my takeaway. So this puncture thing seems like it might be alright. It wasn't very good that time.
The ground quakes.
It damages quite a lot. It was a nice hit.
Confidence
Wow.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
Alright, so we have a little bit of an issue. Make a stunning blow on the guy who is the most likely to be dealing damage to the highwayman is... Oh, fuck. He's surprisingly tanky. Let's go for a serpent sway. Get the highwayman back in position 3 where he's a little bit safer. Nice heal. This is a new shield breaker, yeah. Shield breaker who has not yet brought ruin to my estate. Maybe this one doesn't have nightmares. Maybe. Could be.
Their formation is broken.
Sir Wagglepuss is I think angry or something? I don't know. Oh, so if you block it doesn't even consume a charge. That's strong. Good. On a scale from leper to flagellant, how do I rate the shield breaker? So doesn't this pierce? No, this one doesn't pierce. Neither does that one. Neither does... Okay, so I didn't actually put a piercing skill on the bar to see what it does.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I might try to walk back again through this dungeon. I feel like the party is very strong. I don't really want to camp with this party. Because I've seen what happens when the shield breaker camps. Which sort of changes the optimal pathing through the dungeon. Yeah, so far I think that the shield breaker seems more tuned toward like mid-game. I feel like probably too squishy to survive late game, and abilities not so useful in early game, but seems like a good mid-game hero, which isn't the worst thing. I think lepers used to be really good mid-game heroes, and they were one of my favorite classes for that. I'm sure that we'll end up camping at some point. I'm just saying, like, we don't really want to camp for recovery with this party, I don't think. If you know what I'm saying. I'm not really sure what I thought was going to happen there, but what did happen didn't seem great. Ugh. Yeah, those were high numbers.
Masterfully executed.
You nil master! Is the new class. Now we have extra reason not to camp, because this suit is going to put extra damage on one of our characters. We've been doing far too well with the occultist so far. It was bound to happen eventually. Okay, I think we have one more round of recovery, right? I think so. Good. Okay, speed 1. We'll try to get at least the occultist to move before him. That's fine.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I can camp first and then use the armor. I could. But I think that when I camp, my party's gonna get like utterly and totally annihilated, and I still have an entire dungeon to do. So what I'm gonna do instead, the highwayman seems to be dealing damage more than anybody else, so the suit of armor does not, I believe, ever take any interactions. It gives us protection and dodge, or sometimes it gives us positive quirks. That actually seems more appropriate for the Crusader. Dodge and 15% protection until we next camp. Awesome. Did I ever have an anime twist on Darkest Dungeon? Fuzzy W. I haven't like modded the game at all. What's an anime twist on Darkest Dungeon? Is there Skidmore? How you doing today? And hey, essentially Surreal. Hope you are doing well as well. I'm just gonna Serpent Sway. Let's try that out this time. And then we Duelist Advance, which is sort of weird. Because now my guy can't take damages back here. Where, she can't take damage anyway. Just gonna deal very mediocre damage to the Acolyte. I think it's the best move available, even if it's not a good move. Okay. About to get attacked quite a lot. I've done Virtue Abuse. That's sort of like that. But no, mostly my experience in Darkest Dungeon when things go bad is that they go horrendously wrong and everyone starts trying to kill each other. I like my game is off center right now. It is off center right now. I wonder if there's detectable sexism in how game developers balance male and female characters. Like, I wonder if, I'm not saying like male characters tend to be stronger and female characters are more dexterous. That's dumb, whatever. I'm saying, like, I wonder if female characters tend to be discernibly better or worse than male characters on average across games. I don't really know why they would, but hey, I wonder anyway.
Glittering gold.
Hey, Cooley Wonka.
Paid for in blood.
Please don't touch this topic. It's an interesting topic. It's surprisingly average. That's what my like experience has been too, JC. That's like yeah, that's more or less what I feel like it is. There are a lot of games where the gender of the character is like absolutely irrelevant. Like the characters are just the same, but you can play them either gender. And then the games with like differently gendered characters, I feel like I don't even remember which gender the different characters are often. Like it's just not that big a deal. You pick this up now? Yeah.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Games journalists like to make a big deal. I don't read game journalists. I thought I was bringing up something like new and interesting, but maybe I'm not. I'm sure somebody already asked that question and did it in a very
Watch your
objectionable way. At the beginning, you didn't even notice the Plague Doctor was a girl. It took me a long time to notice as well. I wish that game balance were more scientifically approached, because it is just, like, when you talk about game balance, you're talking about game theory, and there are actually, you know, somewhat expensive, but still unbiased ways to analyze the balance of a game. Try this again. You're over here now. Is that good? I don't know. Was that good? Maybe? I don't think the club skeleton does anything where he is either. And the bone defender is not exactly high damage. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that successfully took away like 30% of their damage or something.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Elder Scrolls games have different starting attributes for men and women balanced against each other. However, the differences are not the same between the different races. Gameplay-wise, it makes very little difference. It's mostly just flavor. Didn't they change that in, I feel like that's not true anymore in Skyrim. I remember it was in Morrowind. I don't know if it was in Oblivion. But I'm pretty sure in Skyrim it's not true anymore. Or if it is, it's just like such a small thing that I don't even notice that it's there. I remember being frustrated by that a little bit in Morrowind, because I wanted the gender of my character to be something that I got to choose rather than something that was sort of chosen for me based on the game rules making one better than the other.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Nice.
This expedition at least promises success.
We're using quite a lot of plus light abilities with the Crusaders, so we're going to end up having way too many torches. Like, way too many torches. Let's check this room, and then maybe come back for that. Scalp ping. We just have too much stuff. Should we camp? Let's camp. I'm sure this will go great.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy
Hold on.
companionship.
We have to put expose on the bar. I can't change your abilities. Oh no. I didn't bring laudanum. Oh no. What have I done? I'm ready for battle. Blessed are we. Yada yada. Again, the same terrible dream.
Path is
Fuck.
clear. You require only
Okay.
To follow it.
Laudanum works after the battle ends, right?
Moans
Pretty sure.
and cries, lost in the darkness.
23 stress per round for 5 rounds, so she is actually just going to die instantly. Alright. Breaks guard, can't be guarded. Oh, they're guarding the wrong one. Anyway. So we just want to beat this Rattler up.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
That's stealthed and guarded. Weird. It's so weird. So if I Zealous, that dealt good damage. I think that I just want to deal lots of damage here. We'll worry about recovering afterward. Does this occultist have vulnerability hex? No. And I didn't put the de-stealth ability on my... Uh-oh. Waggles might be dead. It's like holy water bandage. Is that the first time I've killed one of them? Serpent Sway. Try to keep you alive.
Rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Okay. Spoon's resolve is tested. Spoon is irrational. That sounds true. Yes, agree. Alright. I'm glad we are in agreement on this this one. Nice crit. Kill this too. What the fuck is with the snakes? Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, you're right. Ooh, almost. Weakening curse for the kill? Maybe? No. It was dealing 0 to 1 damage there. What? Apparently she still takes damage from that. It's gross. Speed 6. It's gonna dead before it moves. Ow. We should be good at this point. It has 10 hit points still? Oh my god. I just want to kill it now. Because the dream ends at some point. I don't know when. But I don't want the dream to end before we win. Got it. I
Success so clearly in view.
am a beautiful thing,
Or is it
they say.
merely a trick of
Quiet.
the light?
I'm reading right now. Quiet. Flawless as the sea of dunes, graceful as the desert wind, captivating as a shimmering mirage. They stare, they linger, they watch me without blinking. So the snakes are trying to... I'm getting like rapey vibes from this. It's a little bit creepy. Yeah. Alright. See what these rewards are. 3 mysterious scales. Hold on to those. Journal page. We read that already. Venomous vial. Plus 30% blight skill chance. Wow. It's a large number. An anti-venom. Hey, that's useful. Okay. Deeds and a jade. Oh, I could have just kept trying to feed it to her because we're out of combat right now. We don't need this virtuous chalice. Irrational. Buffed from the quest, minus 33% stress. So our goal is to stress heal her down to 0. It should be doable. And then we're suddenly sort of okay. Just need one good fight, really. You're about to your first darkest dungeon, fam. You hope you don't lose all your... Oh, the darkest dungeon. The first darkest dungeon... Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. There's some scary shit in there. But I think you can do it. It's like 30% damage on Mr. Wagglepuss.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Confessional. I think we have plenty of stress right now. I think we're actually doing okay on that. Thank you very much. Ouch.
Cruel machinations spring to life.
Are we for
With a
food?
singular purpose.
I'm going to use 4 of the food. That's really gross. Guess she has to have... Oh, could I have... No. 18 hit points is not a lot of hit points. Let's take a fight! So Shield Breaker's base trap disarm chance. I think it was like 60, but I don't know. I'll try to remember to specifically point it out the next time I look. I know I just looked at it and it wasn't as high as the Highwayman's. So it's not super high. But I don't remember exactly what it was. No one can smite a spirit. Rude.
Precision and power.
We care a lot about stress damage right now, so I'm just trying to get rid of the stress damage dealers.
The light, the promise of safety.
We're a little bit low on HP, but I'm gonna trust in the occultist.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
When the clock ticks, yes. Okay. Okay, so blocking attacks is actually worthless in every way. Good to know. Doesn't block damage over time, doesn't block stress.
Blurred vision. The end approaches.
The scroll holds every jest the universe has to offer. And you're marked. Good. Actually seems sort of okay on somebody who has block. Yeah? Except you're bleeding. God. We should get one more round out of this. Do we want it?
nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
We're not going to come home with that many piles of loot from this one, because we need 3 piles of holy relics, and we already have these scales. I'm going to use the bandage. And then this is a locked sarcophagus.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to pick that up. Let's drop the medicinal herbs, I think. Has Balakat been kicked from the estate yet? I don't remember. I usually keep my antiquarians around, because they don't have to be in great shape. They just have to, like, find the right dungeon to go on, basically. Hey, Ragon. How you doing? Wow. Nice abyssal artillery there.
Sedated.
Saragopuss is going off a little bit. I could give you the plus damage on melee attacks trinket as well. Probably should. Okay, our Shieldbreaker seems to be cutting her own arms off. Standard play.
Another one falls.
Doing great. Had a shit night, but a great day for some reason. RoboJumper's been looking at the save files for Darkest Dungeons so that you guys can, like, just ask the bot what your character's up to, and I'm very excited and hope that he is able to fix that up. I used to have that set up for Long War 1. When I was playing Long War 1, people could just ask what the status of a soldier was, and the bot would tell them. We're in the wrong place. Command, am I dead? Yeah. We can call it that, sure.
A decisive pummeling.
Pretty nice damage on the back, too. I meant to move backward, hee. She's actually an internet troll. The only people who actually write hee are the people who are feeding in League of Legends. That's like the only time anybody ever uses. Anyway, okay, very good. You're over there now, I like it.
Slowly, gently. This is how life is taken.
Trying to slowly bring her stress down to 0 so we get rid of Irrational on her. How'd I feel about the shield breaker? I'm excited to see what her little mini quest gives you. That's what I'm still not knowing. And until I know that, I can't really give sensible opinions about the class. She's like fine in terms of regular fights. She's decent DPS. She has some nice control. She's got a really nice blight skill. I'm not sure how it scales yet. I haven't seen what the numbers turn into, but it's like pretty okay at level 1.
Destroyed.
Wagglepuss is sort of putting everyone else to shame right now.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
But yeah, I don't... There's some sort of mini quest going on. We're getting this shit, and she has unique trinkets, like plus 30% blight skill chance. So until I know more about that stuff, I can't really give an educated opinion about the class. It's fun to explore it. I think the most fun you ever have in Darkest Dungeon is when you're exploring new stuff and it's just like absolutely annihilating you. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling. JoINrbs League Stream 1. No? Pretty sure no. It's an interesting fight. If we nuked the front two, we actually like kill them more easily than the back two, I think. And then the back two don't do anything. Can we even like stress heal farm? I don't know how bad these guys are when they're in the front two positions. I'm excited to find out. We gotta try to heal her every time we get the chance, I think.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
They try to knock themselves back and it does like 2 damage. Sounds about right. So how do we remove these corpses? That didn't really do it. At least she was just teaching us how to dance.
The wounds of war can be healed,
2 more.
but never hidden.
To release birds in the morning light, a cage must be opened. Indeed. She's a very complicated lady, this shield breaker of ours. What's the difference between being at the back and front? Different guys have different abilities they're allowed to use in different positions. So the big thing with the Arbalest is that it can shoot a crossbow bolt at you from position 3 or 4, but in position 1 or 2 it uses bayonet jab and tries to move backwards and just doesn't deal very much damage. That's what we're going for here. One more time. Or she can get the last hit on somebody. That would work too. Please don't. Please stop. She's at 1 stress.
A powerful blow.
She is beyond compare, and she is no longer irrational, more crucially.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
So we could have kept doing that for a really long time, and I didn't. But I'm just gonna like throw that out there. Definitely we were allowed to.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
My head's sort of in the way of the map, isn't it? Where do I go? Where do I go where I'm not in the way in this game? Are there places where I'm not in the way? I don't know. Maybe I'm just in the way in this game. That's probably better? Double Arbalist is probably the best setup to full heal. Better than club skeletons? Wow. Mini Steve's still in the way. Oh, that's funny. It's really hard to click on this to move it. Okay, don't know what you're talking about. But why Mini Steves? You just asked that question.
Back to the pit.
Whoa, I really like the animation for that attack. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. I don't think there's an attack other than that one that's animated in quite the same way. I believe we do want heirlooms right now. Do we need shovels? Maybe. We're not going to risk that. All right. I should put mini Steves on the skeleton statues. Just my eyes. I'll crop everything out except my eyes. And the skeletons will just have my eyes for some reason. I like it. Let's turn the lights off. Ooh, never mind. Drop the love of our holy water. Okay, so this is the end of the quest. We have one more room we can check out. And I don't see much reason not to. So many books in the ruins. So many books. Too many books. That's pretty poor. Like, we have been hitting for a lot more than that in this dungeon for the most part.
A death by inches.
It's the same animation that the Swine Skyver uses. Honestly, the only animation of his that I remember is the one where he shoots the javelins up in the sky and kills your entire party in one attack. Because, yeah. I don't know who was in charge of, like, making that one, but they did a very good job of ruining my day repeatedly. So thank you for that, whoever was in charge of that. It's all over. So we're coming home with 50 stress on people instead of 0 stress on them because I didn't keep farming the arbalists forever. That's okay. About 10,000 golds. We got more trinkets than it's saying we got. I put them on the characters, so I guess it doesn't like list them in our rewards. Warren's Adventure, Ruin's Adventure, and Quick Reflexes. Nice quirk rolls. Did your shield breaker do it? Spoon's shield breaker did it.
It will not last.
Ooh. Cloister, Transept, and Penance Hall are free. Alright, so we can get a little bit of stress reduction on people. Get Balakad somewhere. I think next week is when we get our blueprint, maybe. There's a Sonorous Prophet. The Martyr's Seal. There's also Long Ruins. I believe we want the Long Ruins here. That would be the dungeon we're looking for. So, minus 10% damage if torch above 75 is really bad. We'll keep this lady coming though. Is Ragon dead? Only one character has died.
Most will end
Oh,
here,
it was Black
covered in
Dove's
the
shield
poisoned
breaker.
earth,
Mm.
awaiting merciful oblivion.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Black Dove. You got an Aria box. The second dungeon of a new run. That's a very... very rare drop. Probably nothing here that we're gonna grab. Although the Fleet Florin would be excellent for our antiquarians. Pretty sure the bank costs me 50 busts. Maybe they've rebalanced it. Does the Snake Dream proc on both nights on a long dungeon? Holy shit. Good call. Is this even the same run as yesterday when I ended? Yes, it is, Dragon. Yeah, Trollzor. There has been a little bit of shuffling in the barracks because people have been getting very upset and then leaving. Oh, I was gonna burn Ruin's Phobe off Nagati Knight. And then I didn't. Who are our new heroes? It's a pretty solid Arbalist. Sort of an okay Flagellant. Nice Houndmaster and a bad Vester. What? Vester? What? Leper. Want to grab this Houndmaster. Probably want to dismiss some people again. Work out how we're doing this. I want to bring a Hellion, because Hellions are incredible. We have Ruins Tactician. We have no really bad negative trait. Gotta remember to use the Sanitarium. Lots of people I need traits burned off here. What if we want like Hellion, Abomination? Who can stress heal in a party with an Abomination? A Jester or a Houndmaster? Well, I like starting with the Hellion. We can go from there. B1 Polar Bear, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying the show. Bank is portraits, not busts. Whoops. I'm looking at the bust when I should be looking at the face. Got him. Is it 50 portraits? That's pretty sad. Bank. Darkest dungeon. Districts. Bank is 55 portraits. Oh, we're fucked. It's unfortunate. Well, we'll just get something else first, maybe. Hey, Azari. How you doing today? The Crusader can't go in dungeons with the Abomination. That's why I'm ignoring the Crusader. Crusader's stress heal is actually really good. I wouldn't call it weak. The Houndmaster's stress heal scales better than it, but at the start of the game, the Crusader stress heals, I think only the Jester has a better one. We don't have any Jesters. Okay. So let's start with a Hellion for this party. I would love a Plague Doctor, but we haven't found any. Sort of want to get rid of Kleptomaniac before this Grave Robber is doing anything. What about a Hellion Leper? That could be fun. Start with Hellion Leper and go from there. Some sort of Vestal would be a natural inclusion. Go with a no healing comp for a long dungeon. That could be fun. I'm just gonna... Let's play this. I think this will be fun. I don't think it's the best party in the world, but I think it will be fun.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey.
Ragon's still doing well. Ragon maybe needs some stress healing. Bricktel and Revo, I think, are the important people, because we're a little bit low on healers, as evidenced by our party composition. One shuffle and we're donezo? No, we're fine. This party is just like Inspiring Cry is really good. It's basically this party. Let's upgrade Stunning Blow. We want Holy Lance. We want probably... Do we want Battle Heal? No. Surely not. I don't know what else we want. Probably doesn't matter much, either Smite or Zealous. We want Solemnity, Withstand, Chop and Hew, probably. Maybe Purge. Purge might be a good thing to have. And we need... Adrenaline Rush is fine. Wicked Hack is fine. Iron Swan Yawp. Wicked Hack Yawp. Swan Yawp. Breakthrough Adrenaline Rush. Sure, let's do it. I'm just gonna play without Wicked Hack. This is the sort of thing you can do in a level 1 dungeon, but you really can't do this in a level 3 or 5 dungeon, I don't think. Yawp is just so strong. Yawp is a very, very, very good ability. We're gonna take plus stun chance. Do we have more? We have stun resist. Crap. What are the trinkets this week? Already looked. Okay, we're gonna take plus stun chance and plus speed on our Hellion. Let's get the front rank stunned up nice and good. Naked Guy on LSD. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hope you're doing okay. Go extra accuracy on the leper a little bit. Who's more likely to be healing? Probably this guy. I don't think plus 15% healing skills actually does anything. Pretty sure it still rounds down. We're just going to ignore that. Sure, it will be fine. We can put it on the leper at some point, maybe. What if we want minus speed instead? And then plus speed on this guy. You Firebane! Also, this meme team, though. These guys are gonna do great. Don't worry about it. These guys are okay. They really are. We need a lot of portraits. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I didn't realize we needed those. Long ruins aren't really that much longer than medium ruins. I always feel like long dungeons are just like slightly longer medium dungeon. Oh, I guess that would be how the game worked, wouldn't it? Yeah, in retrospect, that does seem like how the game would work. Grab like 4 more. I'm gonna be using so many light gaining abilities in combat that I'm not sure that I'll need that many, but maybe. Mysterious Scale from the Distant Wastes. Fierce Protection. Okay, well, we'll bring those the next time we have a shield breaker, I think.